you do any impressions?
Let me see if I can remember. You put me on the spot. I can do meat walk. Hey man, come on by. Just watch the dial in for movies. It's damn good. Yeah, you can do that.
Do that. That is so awesome, man. I was thinking, well, I kind of have a meat wad, but it's not that good at all. Not even close.
Let me see. I could always do the Arnold Schwarzenegger and see what happens with these. This is such a good show. I spent all my time listening to it.
No? Sweet. No, I think we should start doing this once in a while for our intros or maybe even outros. Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to think of another one I can do. It's not bad. You know, I always like listening to people talk, but I'm not sure. You know,
is that walking?
Yeah, it's my best attempt.
Let me try. Let's see. Have you heard that show on the radio? Terrible.
You gotta talk as though you get there and then you stop abruptly.
Yeah.
And then you just kind of slow quick.
This should be the show right now. What we're doing should be the show. You fucking guys are back again. Well, welcome back to the show. Dial in for movies. I'm Eric Harrison on Effin' Ingenious.
And I'm Joe Pab from Sparkling Clear Mojo.
You wouldn't believe what we're going to talk about today. Fucking movies, man. Movies. Everybody talks about movies. So we might as well fucking join the fun. Sorry, I'm cussing up a storm. Anyway, Joe has no idea what the topic is going to be this week. Let's see if
I'm very scared.
I bet you've seen it. I'm positive you've seen it. Let's see if you got anything to say about it. Here it comes. Drum roll, please. Killer Klowns from Outer Space. What do you think?
Yes! 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 Greatest movie ever made about killer clowns.
That's a virtual high five on our part.
Oh my gosh, yes, you are right on the ball with this one. Yes!
Sweet.
Love this movie.
I know it. What's not to love, man? It blows me away. Like, this movie is so everything. Everything you could want in a movie. It's everything. It's awesome.
It's pure beauty.
It really is.
The entire movie. You know how they got the movie to start, right?
No, tell me the story.
Oh my gosh, alright, it's actually on the back of a VHS that I have, which I have in the other room, so I'm not going to grab it. But here's the story. The Chiodo Brothers, who are really well known for their makeup effects and things like that, created the killer clown masks first. Then they write a little outline on a piece of paper and are like, okay, here are the masks, and we're basically going to do a story about this. And they hand the outline to the producers and like, go for it.
Wow.
Voila. Hollywood 101. All you need is a really awesome mask and a quick outline, and you can make a movie about reptilian clown creatures coming down to turn people into bloody cotton candy.
Might be the best movie ever made. I might have to switch my favorite movie from Halloween to Killer Klowns.
Oh my gosh, I love this movie so much because it's so crazy.
Yeah. When's the last time you saw it?
That was about 2 weeks ago.
Oh, really? Recent. That's cool.
Oh my gosh.
Fresh in your mind.
I love this movie. It was in either it was Horror Hound or it was in Fangoria, where they're talking about this movie and doing a little catch up with the two main characters.
You still reading Fangoria?
Once in a while I'll pick it up. I don't have like a subscription or anything, but I'll pick it up once in a while. I think I like Horror Hound a little bit better though.
I'm not sure. I'm very familiar with Horror Hound. I just remember Fangoria from back in the day. I loved it.
Oh, yeah. I didn't get into that until The Exorcist came back out into theaters.
Oh.
And since then, I'll pick it up about once or twice a year, because I'm not that diehard yet. Plus, their writing has really gotten kind of Rolling Stone-ish for horror movies. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I can see it. I actually haven't read one in a while. It was something I was into when I was a teenager. Loved it. I just don't find it that often. Don't have a subscription, but I got fond memories.
Oh, yeah. Well, Horror Hound basically has that older feel to the magazine, but we're getting off topic. We're missing out on the Killer Klowns here.
We are.
I mean, okay, have you ever seen the movie House 2?
Uh-huh.
Okay,
yep.
In House 2, you remember there was the little slug dog or the little caterpillar dog,
yeah.
And there was Uncle Jesse, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Uncle Jesse was play. The guy who played Uncle Jesse actually played the old man and his dog who first comes upon the meteorite, the spaceship.
Oh,
and,
yeah,
is the
that
first
guy.
one to get killed.
He's a character actor.
Yeah, he is. He was around for like ever.
I just watched him in Ghoulies 2 recently.
Oh, I forgot he was in Ghoulies 2. That's another great movie.
Yeah.
My gosh. Man, we are on the creature feature subject matter here.
Yeah, yeah, the best ones.
Oh, man. I especially love that little costume in in Ghoulies 2 when they dress the dwarf. Is dwarf the right word now, or is it supposed to be little person? Or how do you say that nowadays? Do you know the PC term?
He's a human being, Joe.
Yeah, I wish it were that simple. Anyway, no, like the thing is that the actor that got to go ahead and do, oh my gosh, oh there we go, House 2, Second Story, 1987. Yeah, oh man, what is his name? Uncle Jesse.
It's
Aaron
like
Gross.
right on the tip of my tongue.
Oh, Royal Dano.
Royal Dano, yeah. How can you forget that name? Jesus. Shame on us.
Absolutely. But anyway, no, he was originally in that movie. He was, oh my gosh, there's 3 really awesome creature features he was all a part of. That's freaking awesome. What a way to kind of end out your career.
Did he pretty much play the same guy in each one of the movies, though?
That's okay. I like that. You need a guy who can be that character, and he did it so well. And that voice, I don't know about you, but that voice really does stand out.
Yeah, it does. I kind of wish I could imitate it right now, but I'm not even going to attempt that.
Oh, yeah, I can't do it.
Nice.
I was going for it. It's like, oh, fuck you, Pap. We're not dealing with this.
Like, people are going to hear this. I better not.
Yeah, it's just like every time I want to do something, I just feel like a little self-conscious. You know us, we can't take any criticism. So, Roy Dano was in there. What about this movie creeped you out the most?
Well, the clowns look real creepy. I find it just hilarious. I don't really find the movie that creepy. I guess there are, like, the clowns look pretty scary, actually. And it sounds cliche, but clowns are creepy to me. I know a lot of people say that, and I'm not joking in any way. Clowns are kind of creepy to me. But also, I guess, like, when the clown sticks his straw into the cotton candy and sucks the blood out, that's pretty dark, really.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
It is a pretty gruesome moment. I think there are 2 scenes that stand out, which is the little girl at the burger shop.
Oh, yeah. That is creepy.
Outside trying to get her outside.
That's a genuinely creepy moment right there.
Yeah, that was back when we used to actually care when kids died. And then
care about characters at all?
Yes, because it didn't matter if they're one-dimensional or 2. But the other scene was when the mean cop had the clown inside of his office and hit the clown in the back, and all of a sudden the head just kind of pops up and turns around, and it just had that creepy look on its face.
You know what? Now that you're mentioning these scenes, there was some pretty creepy shit going on in that movie. I remember laughing my ass off, but now you know what? Yeah, it was pretty dark, really.
Dude, I was 7 when I first saw this movie, so it freaked me out.
Yeah, I was young too.
The whole,
I've been a fan since I was like 8.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know how to describe it beyond the fact that it just has those genuinely horrible moments when you're sitting here, it's just like, I would hate to be anywhere near a clown who does shadow puppets.
And you know what scene I think is funny as hell is when the one clown's driving like the invisible car and he rams that guy off the road. Good effects too. It looked really good.
Oh, absolutely. Well, the Chiodo Brothers, known for other movies like Pinata with
holy shit.
I forget her name, but yeah, that hot chick. Critters. That's another one that they're really well known for.
Oh, really? I didn't know they did Critters, but it makes so much sense.
Yeah, like you can see the design.
Yeah.
Especially the work with latex is really amazing. But the big thing is the special effects are really good, and they were really they're really economic with their with the design of the sets. For instance, I was listening to the audio commentary. As you'll find out, I listen to commentary on everything.
Me too.
In the I was listening to commentary on the actual DVD and on the DVD, not Blu-ray or anything like that, but they were talking about how they had to literally tear apart sets, kind of rearrange like the striped tubes and things like that to make it look like a different hallway or to make it look like a different door, even though it's all the same set pieces. They'd be able to take them apart and put them back together to make it look just a little different.
And they had the black backgrounds going on too, so you could just set up a few pieces and a few props, have a nice black background going, and you're all set. Really, pretty efficient actually.
Oh, yeah, and effective too, because you never question the inside of the ship. You just assume that it's that big.
Yeah. I'm such a loser, I guess could be one of the words for it. One of my hobbies is, since I have so much goddamn free time, is I will watch a movie and then I look up online. I look for like filming locations, and then I go to Google Earth and I find it on Google Earth so that I can mark it and just look around. And it just fascinates me. And that's a town somewhere in California. And I've been there. I've been there on Google Earth and looked around, and like the gazebo is still there with the puppet scene, and it pretty much looks the same. It looks almost. I looked at the burger shop, is very similar still. Looks almost the same. So that's something that fascinates me for some reason.
Oh, well, in Santa Cruz Beach. Yeah, Santa Cruz is what I'm seeing here in film locations.
That was where they did when the spaceship comes up and then blows up in the air.
Well, I wonder if they still have all those Hades punks walking around or not, with the hipsters coming back with all this stuff, so...
I think that's also the same place they filmed some of the Lost Boys, too.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Man, love that movie, too.
I know. So many classics to talk about, so little time.
Absolutely. But, no, this movie was ultimately one of the most terrifying, and at the same time, it's probably one of the funniest movies you'll ever see. And did you notice that the actors all played it straight?
Yeah, really. Well, I mean, except for the two goofballs, I guess. They were kind of supposed to be comic relief, but yeah. And what's the asshole cop's name? The actor, because he's, what the fuck was his name? It wasn't Gene Hackman? No, it's not.
No, it wasn't Gene Hackman.
I always think of him though, but that guy.
Curtis Mooney was played by John Vernon.
Okay, he played it real straight too. You really hated that guy in the movie. He wouldn't listen to anybody.
Nope. He was, I'm taking a look here. Animal House. He was in Outlaw Josie Wales. He was in Earth and Beyond, Area 51. He's got a whole smorgasbord of movies here, including he was the voice of Rupert Thorne in Batman: The Mystery of Batwoman in 2000 and taking a look here, 2003. He died in 2005 actually. But yeah, like Mr. Chambers, he played Chalmers in Tales from a Crypt and Seance in 1992.
I think I've seen that one.
He's got a heck of a... I've seen them all, so yeah, that's another one of those great moments there. That entire series is perfect.
So the Chiodo Brothers are trying to get a sequel financed as we speak. The Return of the Killer Klowns from Outer Space in 3D. I guess they're having trouble finding distributors for some reason, but I don't understand that. Seems like to me this movie's got a huge cult following. It seems like it would be a sure bet. I don't know why anybody would hesitate on that. What are your thoughts about a sequel?
First of all, go for it, because it's such a goofy idea, and the actors all seem to like it. Why not? Second of all, why aren't they going to the fans for the funding?
They should, but I think... Yeah, they should. There's been some backlash about that a lot lately, and I don't really understand that. If people want to support a project, they should totally be allowed to support a project. Some people criticize others for that for some reason, but they should probably do that. If they had like a Kickstarter or something, I bet you they could make some raise the dough. Maybe not millions, I don't know, but
Well, I know like after they're done with Killer Klowns, some of the stuff that they did was things like Screamers. They did Tales from the Hood. They also did Pinata, which was really terrible special effects on that one. It was just, how do I describe it?
Is that about a killer pinata?
It is about a killer pinata.
I've seen about 10 minutes of that. And the only thing that stopped me, well, I was flipping through channels and I seen a hot chick, so I was watching it for about 10 minutes, and then like a killer pinata popped up, and I was like, I'm done.
Yep, and that's really the thing is, it's such a like when you see that and then you see Killer Klowns, it's disappointing, is what it is. Oh, man.
You know what I love about Killer Klowns is like there's so many segments, just different ideas that got put into the movie and got its own kind of segment. And it's the whole movie is made up of those, and so it just jumps from one to another. So it never really slows down. It doesn't ever get boring. It just moves to the next funny idea, and then plays that out, and then moves to the next one, and it's really it just goes from the beginning to the end with all these funny ass ideas.
Yeah, there's not really much of a story there. They come through, they take people, and then these three people with the Terensky brothers. Which brothers are they again? Shoot. Terenzi brothers? What? Oh, man.
Something like that.
I had it just a second ago. But, no, it's just like, here it is. You've got your 5 characters who you don't know if their faces are going to melt off in the end, by the way. Like, did you ever figure that out?
The face is going to melt off? From what?
Yeah. Well, you remember there's a security guard who stops the clowns before they enter into their spaceship.
Oh,
and
right.
What do?
They throw acid pies
they
on them.
Pies at them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the question is in the end, when everybody gets a pie in the face, is it the same type of pie that'll melt their face off?
Shit, I never even thought about that.
Well, that always bothered me when I was a kid. And by the way, what is that cherry made of? Because that cherry didn't melt with the rest of the ice cream, or with the rest of the pie. So, yeah, I guess so. But yeah, it's Terenzi brothers, played by Michael Siegel and Peter Licassi, who actually I really enjoyed. I thought they were really fun to watch in that movie. Cause
they're so 80s, those two.
Are they really?
They're really 80s. Like really 80s. Huh?
You never knew guys like that back in the day?
I knew them on 80s movies. That's where I knew those guys from.
Maybe it's time to be a little honest about my past.
Uh-oh.
Okay, little backstory about Pappy here for you. I grew up in Wisconsin, where the nearest form of entertainment was 20 miles away. So with that being said, there were no movie theaters. There was only a video store. That's all we had.
Oh, sounds like where I live now.
Yeah, well, what happens is eventually we grow up because you can't stop that from happening. And one of my friends buys a 1978 Chevy Blazer, banana yellow, lifted 3 feet off the ground, put in this like $4,000 sound system. Some serious bass in there, right? Like, fuck yeah, let's put in some Marilyn Manson, let's throw in some 9 Inch Nails, let's get some stuff in there, right?
Nice. Yeah.
He didn't put that in. We showed up to the movie theater 20 miles away. This thing only got 5 miles to the gallon. And,
damn. Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah. Well, luckily, gas was only, 75 cents a gallon at the time, but, or whatever it was. But then all of a sudden, like, we'll pull up into this parking lot. This is the only place you got girls around, right? And all of a sudden, you just hear Queen coming out of this $4,000 sound system inside this banana yellow Chevy Blazer lifted 3 feet off the ground.
Was it Bohemian Rhapsody?
No, it was We Will Rock You.
Oh, well, see, that's acceptable. It would have been real weird to hear Bohemian Rhapsody coming out of a nice-ass sound system real loud. Because it's so operatic and whatever.
Well, we had a few moments like that, too, but I'm just saying.
I got one worse. I got a worse one for you. After getting drunk at a party with some friends, we were in the Taco Bell drive-thru getting munchies, and again, it was kind of a similar situation. He had a nice truck and he had a good sound system, and I'm sitting there. I think I was in the back seat. He he puts in this CD, right? Turns up the volume, and there's like it's like a Saturday night. There's people in the parking lot and hanging out and whatever. And next thing you know, Saved by the Bell theme song starts playing loud as shit. I was cracking up so hard. I'm like, is this for real? Is this really happening right now?
Oh, man. Wow, that's... You got me beat up. Oh man.
But while we're on
At
the
least
topic,
you guys are drinking though.
yeah, I think
We didn't
yeah,
even have that.
I was definitely feeling pretty loose. But while we're on the topic, before we wrap this up on music, the theme song for Killer Klowns by the Dickies is pretty awesome. I love it. And it really gets you jazzed up as soon as the movie starts and that fucking guitar starts. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's right up there with the Ramones' Pet Cemetery.
Oh, that's a good song, too. Real good song.
Oh, yeah, I can listen to that any day. No problems. It's just... Those two are actually pretty good. You mix that in with the Freddy Krueger rap with the Fat Boys.
Are you ready for Freddy?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Freddy rapping. Jesus Christ.
Oh, man. It takes us back to the days.
All our younger listeners are like, Fat Boys? Who the hell's that? Freddy raps.
Just watch the movie Orderlies and you will know.
That's the Disorderlies.
Oh, Disorderly. Yeah, that's right. Oh, man. I forgot about that movie there.
Okay.
Who's... Yeah. But back to the clowns.
You got any final thoughts on Killer Klowns?
I think this movie, if you're going to have a great night of watching bad, fun movies, you've got to pick up this movie, Killer Klowns From Outer Space. Big Trouble in Little China. And then you got to finish it off with a little bit of, what's the name of that movie? It's Night of the Creeps.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. I actually only watched that for the first time recently. Thrill Me. It was good. I liked it.
A little Tom Atkins action there.
Yeah, so my final thoughts is pretty much the same. Just a excellent B movies from the 80s. It's all around fun. If you've never seen it, it sounds silly, and it is, but check it out anyway. Killer Klowns.
Alright, hey, should we do some trivia real quick?
Let's do that trivia we keep forgetting about.
Hey, we gotta get better at this, but that's alright, because this next one is pretty fun. Alright. What actor is responsible for the design of the makeup on Heath Ledger's face for the Joker?
You don't win any prizes if you get it right, but if you know the answer, leave it in the comments, please. Just to show off your movie knowledge skills.
First person will get a like.
Yeah. And then they'll immediately get 15 dislikes by jealous people. Okay, we'll catch you guys next week where we talk about movies again. And I'm Eric Harrison. I'm out.
Joe Bab. Adios.